Good afternoon, judges, and I'm very delighted to talk to you about this amazing novelty called Holes, made by Sachar. This story took place at Camp Green Lake, and this novelty is a type of a adventure and mysterious friendship. And yeah, without further ado, let's begin to the main story. So the story began by a boy named Stanley Yeung. He was walking minding his own business. Suddenly, a pair of white shoes fall down and hit his head. And then he tried to return it, but the police accused him and take him to court. And when at court, he have two options: go to jail or Camp Green Lake. Stanley, who don't want to go to jail, so he chose the second option, Camp Green Lake. When he arrived at Camp Green Lake, he was introduced by Mr. Sir, who told him that there's two types of uniform: the working holes, the working one, and the one that you use when resting. Then he was taken by Mr. Parkinson, who introduced all the boys. When it's Zero turn, he didn't introduce Zero's real name like the other boys. Instead, he called him by his nickname and also mocked him at the same time. And Stanley and Zero quickly became friends. The next day, while everyone was digging as usual, Zero, who were under pressure by the councils, suddenly runs away. Stanley, who was devastated, don't want to abandon his best friend, so follows Zero. After a long journey, he arrived. When he arrived, he saw Zero, who is still alive and well. Why? Because fortunately he has cans of beans that he saved for years. Zero and Stanley started to climb up the Thumbs Up Mountain. When they arrived, they eat a pair of onions. At the meantime, Stanley's lawyer demanded Mrs. Warden to release Stanley because they have all evidence that Stanley was innocent. But Mrs. Warden refuses, and the lawyer threatens to call the police and investigate them tomorrow. Stanley and Zero start running back to the camp and try to dig a hole, and fortunately they find a treasure chest. But suddenly the three big councils, Mrs. Warden, Mr. Sir, and Mr. Pendinsky, three of them demanded to return the treasure to them. But luckily, there's a lizard surrounding the treasure. The next day, Stanley's lawyer and the police arrived and arrested the three of them. And at the meantime, the curse was broken, and the treasure chest belongs to Stanley. The end. Personally, the theme. I learned that you must not treat people like animals. Don't be racist. And if you are a boss, please don't treat your employees like slaves, because it's 2026. My personal response: I like the story because it's the best story ever. It helped me improve my English. And listening to true friendship is more important than cash. The end. Bye.